Good morning, everyone. Right now it's very sunny. It's at about 8:47. We are setting off to KL today for a 4-day, 3-night church camp, and it's praying that there will be no jams at all, and then this trip will be safe, and the EV charging all will be very smooth as well. Peace. Minutes break at McDonald's that is off the Detour Expressway AH2. So we are on the way back to AH2 and then en route to Peng for a quick lunch after that.
The bits and push the bits together. Yeah. Oh, and this too. So that will have a bit.
This is the Pro.
Okay. Lots of things to do.
Some water, glass, and this is push.
Oh!
Wow, pretty big bathroom actually. And a separate, I like how it's separate. What is this? Oh, this is the fridge. A built-in cabinet fridge in. Hi everyone, just want to give a rundown of what actually conspired about the charging status when driving from Singapore to KL on my first day. And my first stop for the charging station, right, was actually at AEON Mall at Malacca. And the thing is, for 2 out of 4 charging stations, right, were actually under maintenance at the very moment where we arrived. So initially we had to resolve to go other places to charge the car, but what happened was that when I was about to leave, the owner of one of the cars, right, one out of 2 cars that was being charged at the moment, came back to collect his car. So thankfully I took over his lot and I managed to use the DC charging and managed to get it charged up to 100% from about 20+% within an hour or so, or less, if I remember correctly. So that was it. sum up our 4 days 3 nights camp, heading back to Singapore now from KL. Along the way we will also drop by some pit stops to take some breaks. Peace. There's a DC charger here. Looks very good. Let's try it. Starting to charge. Pretty seamless procedure here. So as you can see, there's a very big, actually it's quite relatively big mall over here at Seremban, opposite of where the charging station is. So I think drivers can definitely use their time to maybe take a quick stop break and get some coffee and some snacks on the way back. Subway sandwiches, and now we're waiting for a drink from lunch and coffee. Let's go. So we decided to drop the kid here. We just play for maybe 30 minutes. And it looks like he's enjoying himself. And there are a lot of shops here, which I'm going to bring you guys around a quick tour. And my daughter is just still sleeping, which is great. Now we can have our lunch. Somewhere in Tuas area, or rather Johor, near Tuas checkpoint, we found a jump charging station because the previous charger didn't actually work as ideally as we thought. charging infrastructure in Malaysia is actually quite okay. There are plenty of chargers along the route, so range anxiety wasn't an issue. But what we experienced was many of these applications on the mobile phone do not actually display real-time information on the functionality and operational condition of the chargers. One of the chargers that we visited actually had an issue and it wasn't working properly. For EV drivers to have a backup location in mind of where the next charger could be in the proximity, so they won't have range anxiety when the time comes. Be very aware of how different charging providers handle payments. So one charging app that we use actually pre-authorized 100 ringgit before the charging session actually started. At the time of filming, the unused balance hasn't been returned back. Most charging providers would typically refund the unused amount after the session, but as we all know, sometimes processing times may vary from platform to platform, so it is something to keep your eyes on. Third, do take into account of your driving speed, because higher driving speed means there's a higher significant impact on your energy consumption. If you are cruising at a higher highway speed, expect that your battery to be drained faster, and this is often different from what is theoretically mentioned on the paper itself. So do take into account of these things and make sure that you have enough buffer when traveling long distances like from Singapore to Malaysia. So one final point, especially with young kids, the charging stops that we've chose turn out to be great places for us to spend more time together and take our mind off the charging speed at that point. And it is good that it helps to make the trip actually even shorter and enjoyable from there. Overall, that this road trip showed us that driving an EV is not only possible, but it can be quite enjoyable as long as you take into account those factors that I mentioned in this video as part of your planning. And you'll be surprised that actually the journey is quite surprisingly smooth. I do hope that by sharing our experience help to answer some of your questions that I might have about taking an EV across the border. Really thank you for joining us on this journey once again, and if you have done a similar trip, I would like to hear your tips and experiences in the comments below, especially when you are traveling with a family with young kids at all. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.